Welcome back. We just found out we have some Kiwis in the audience as well tonight. If you were to...
They're drunk.
Yeah. If they were to dunk their Oreos, it would probably be somewhere between 5 and 7, right? Like how many times?
About 6 times.
Sucks! It would be sucks! It would be sucks times. It would be fantastic. It would be sucks times with the milk.
Yeah.
Now, I would like to talk to you, sir, about your new movie, In Time.
I'm pretty sure that's why I came here.
Now,
also, I love you.
I would like to explain it to people, but I think I will screw it up.
I can't promise that I won't. Okay, so basically it's set in the future, and time has become the currency, and through the pulse of your right wrist, you can give or take time. And I play a guy who grows up in sort of like a very unfortunate situation. I wake up with 23 hours on my clock every day. So I have to run and work and, it's the grind to stay alive.
Exactly. To back that up, here's the trailer. Have a look.
Okay.
I just want something to have more time in my hand than hours in the day.
Where's the rest?
Never met the quota.
My units are up from last week.
So is the quota. 2 hours.
It's always been an hour.
Now it's 2. Price went up.
It's a 2-hour walk. I have an hour and a half.
Then you better run.
The poor are meant to die. It's how the system works.
How old are you in real time?
28.
I'm 105.
No one should be immortal if even one person has to die. I'm gonna make them pay.
His crime wasn't taking time. He was giving it away.
I'm so shithouse when it comes to being anywhere on time.
Oh, yeah.
I'd be dead.
You'd be screwed, man.
Big time
You
screwed.
would be proper fucked.
Now, you also got to do some action in this, which must have been fun.
Yeah, it was. It was a lot of fun.
All three of you have appeared in movies where you have to do action. There's obviously training involved and stuff like that. Is it more difficult than just having to learn lines? Like, if you stuff up, people can get hurt.
Justin's, as you know, really out of shape. Yeah, he's not an athlete or a dancer or anything like that, so he really had to work really hard.
It's just kind of like you read I read this movie and it didn't hit me how much action there was in the film, but while you're making the movie, you know, on your days off, you're going to stunt driving, and you finish shooting early, and you get to go to the shooting range and shoot guns, and it's like, yeah, it's like every boyhood fantasy I could ever have in the same movie. I remember when I was a kid and I saw First Blood, and literally for like, I stole one of my grandfather's red ties and tied it around my head and put all camo on and like hid in the forest for like what probably felt like 6 or 7 hours was probably like 45 minutes when I was that age.
Is it the same for girls, Eliza? Because you've done fight sequences in Buffy and Dollhouse and things like that. Is the same adrenaline rush?
I mean, I grew up with 3 brothers, and so I've always been very physical. It's fun to break stuff, and
I think you could say shit.
You can say shit.
Oh, okay. It's fun to break shit.
Shiggity shit.
Beat up boys, and you don't get in trouble. I mean, I've always gotten an adrenaline.
Did you beat up boys?
I beat up a lot of boys in my
Sweet.
years. Yeah, cops. You get to fight cops and like just lay them out. Yeah.
I thought you meant in real life.
In real life.
Oh,
I did too.
Oh, in
I
in
got
real
excited. I
life,
was like,
too.
whoa, Eliza Dushku
let's
just said,
see this.
I've smashed up a cop before.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Let's see it. Let's see it.
I don't remember.
Who wants to get their ass kicked by Eliza?
Yeah. Me.
But it's
Have you been
cool.
in a fight in real life? Anybody?
Sure.
Yeah.
We got in a fight the other day when we were drinking, watching football.
Yeah.
Did you throw fisticuffs?
I had 2 brothers that one was a year older, one was a year younger, so we just, we were constantly, like battling for our own identity because we were so close in age. I don't know, just like the testosterone boy thing. We were always beating the shit out of each other, but also like we would do fake fights. We were so bored. Grew up in Oklahoma. We'd get on top climb up on our roof and just stage fights and videotape it,
Wrestling.
Yeah. But we were always getting injured, always getting hurt.
Yeah.
Got in a
You're
few
still
fights.
so incredibly handsome.
Yeah.
This thing's been broken 4
Fights well.
times.
He fights
3.
well, apparently.
Yeah. That's
I
the
don't
whole
know if
should
you
see
know
the
this,
other
but I was on a popular television show called the Mickey Mouse Club when I was a kid, so
guy. I do.
I had to... So I had to like actually get into fights to prove that I wasn't a pussy.
You probably would have got a lot of that, though, wouldn't you? Over the
I grew up in Tennessee, and which is not
I know, we
far
both
from.
prefaced it with
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
I grew
yeah.
up in.
I grew up where it's
South.
tough.
No, but it's not like you know, you go to a big studio to shoot a television show. You're 10, 11 years old. 6 months out of the year, you're leaving town and then you're coming back, and you have to go to school. You go to school with everybody else, and you're like, hey guys, I just want to fit in, you know, and it's like, you're the Mickey Mouse kid. You know, so then you have to.
How do kids fight at 11?
Got to man up. I don't know.
Let's fight like that.
My first movie, though,
That's always been good for me.
when I was 12, I got to go and do kind of a badass movie. I got to go do True Lies with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and that was a big action movie. So going back.
Liza, you have to get down.
School, yeah. But I spent 9 months.
Honey, jump!
Yup.
Daddy will catch you.
You just took me back there.
You felt you were there?
Well, that would have elevated you in the schoolyard to.
I mean, it wasn't the coolest thing to be a movie star from Hollywood, you know, in public school in Boston. But I still, you know, I spent 9 months hanging off a building, and I got my kind of stunt cred on that. So it was kind of cool.
That's all right. I played with dolls, but I grew up in Perth, WA, so you know what that is. You know what that's like. All right. Well, coming up, I visit the neighbours.